All right, my beautiful souls. So let me clear the table. We're going to cleanse the energy and we're going to get into the next reading. So collective, this is going to be a collective reading. So again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't forget my readings are timeless. So when you find the reading, if it resonates, of course, it's for you. Excuse me, I can barely talk. I'm having communication issues right off the get-go. Okay, so definitely confirmation if you're dealing with someone where you're having some issues, communicating. Okay, maybe someone can't say something or someone's not saying something. Maybe someone's just having a hard time saying something. So yeah, of course, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But yeah, so time's omnipresent, past, present, future. It's all the same. That discernment here on my channel is needed for you to discern, of course, what time frame we're referring to. And since these are collective readings, not all these messages are going to be for you. Some of them may, some of them may not. None of them may not, right? All of them may. So again, just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I will repeat that a few times, obviously. Yeah, I feel very talkative with you in this reading already, collective. So someone's not saying something and then has a whole lot to say, or maybe one of you guys in the connection, if you're in a connection at all, has something to say and one of you doesn't. You get what I'm saying? It's just like complete opposite energy, right? So someone not saying anything and then the other person saying too much. Okay, maybe you feel like you said too much. Maybe you feel like this person didn't say enough. Okay. Yeah, if you want a personal reading, you guys, with me, I am accepting personal readings. I will only be taking 10 personal readings a month just so that I can be able to still put enough content up because I am trying to do more content for you guys. I just have a really busy life and now it's starting to calm down now that we're finally settling into the new house. So I hope to spend way more time with you guys. But yeah, so if you do want to book a personal reading with me, of course, always, you know, just, I don't know what I was trying to get at. Where I was going. Someone forgot to say something. Someone forgot where they were going. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, if you want a personal reading, my email is in the description box. Send me an email if you want a personal reading and we'll go from there. If you guys are interested in bath bombs, bath salts, anything like that, definitely check out my business, Awoke Cosmos. The link for my Square website is in the description box. If you want to know anything, if you want to follow me on social media, all that good stuff, yeah, just take a look in the description box. Anything that has to do with my giveaways and all that stuff, of course, it's all in there. Yes, there is still a giveaway going strong, you guys. It is going to be my 10K subscriber giveaway. So once we actually reach 10K, I will announce the winners. I have a whole lot of goodies. Okay, fam, I'm talking about lots of stuff. I am going to be giving away some of my bath line, okay, my bath and body line. I'm also going to be giving away some other goodies like some tarot decks. So make sure you're subscribed. All you have to do is be subscribed. That's it. I do give you extra shots of, you know, chances of winning by just, you know, every now and then during a collective reading saying the hashtag a certain word, and that gives you an extra entry. So definitely be on the lookout for that stuff. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why I just feel very, it's like a calm talkative, but talkative. Like, so not a whole lot of, excitement behind my talk. It feels very, almost very calm for excitement. So calm excitement is what I'm getting for someone here. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it for the announcements, you guys. If I did forget anything, I'll try. If I do remember it, I'll try to bring it back up. If not, apologies. My intros will be changing from here on out. They always change. I love change. My channel is not consistent when it comes to style or type. Same thing with my memberships. I've been slacking on the memberships, you guys. I do plan to do something there for my members only. Yeah, so definitely thank you for still holding on. I think I have a few of you guys left and I owe you guys a personal reading. So if you still are a part of my membership, send me an email, all right? Send me an email, FireStarPassion@gmail.com, so I can give you a little something, something. All right. Collective, let's get into the damn reading. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you enjoy. I hope you stay. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, do your sister a favor. It helps me to get these videos into the algorithm so that it finds other beautiful people like yourself, okay? Okay. Yeah, let's do it. For those of you guys coming back, welcome back, baby. I've missed you. Okay. First split, I'm seeing the scattered energy. Okay. So someone who has been kind of hit or miss, has been here or there, it is coming through pretty quickly, okay? Now I'm still going to cleanse the energy some more. This is just what's kind of coming through. I felt driven to split that deck there. Also very interesting, these cards were left behind when I moved the deck over. We have abundance, strategy, planning, authenticity, deception, and expand. This has come through a lot in the stories, in the short readings, in the 3-minute readings. You know, one of my videos was titled Standing in Between, or in the transition between truth and lies and deception, right? So, you know, there's someone here coming through who's been in and out with you, who's been kind of here and there, not fully invested, or vice versa, right? Because those roles can be switched. Okay, so cross watcher, I could be directly speaking to you. But you get what I'm saying? It feels like just, you know, dealing with this person, or you know, you possibly being in this energy of just being here or there, not fully invested in things. But I feel like, you know, obviously there's the karma being served, the lessons being learned, and because of it, that want, that need for resolution, you know, that kind of thing, okay? I'm going to shuffle this deck one more time. I feel driven to. Okay, there's a message that wanted to come through before I could even finish talking to you. Okay, let's do that second split and see what's going on. Okay, so this is really weird. I'm not sidetracked, I swear, but I shuffled the deck completely wrong. You see that? One side facing up, one side facing down, or vice versa. Oh, where am I? What's going on? Okay. What is going on, collective? Someone's all over the place. Someone's not making sense. I was going to shuffle, but look what happened, right? So this feels like I was going to do something, but look what happened. So it's almost like something was slipped through, or like slipped through the cracks, or was released too soon, or wasn't given enough thought, wasn't given enough... Again, whatever this is doesn't feel intentional, collective. Right? It's not like I'm intentionally avoiding you. It's not like I'm intentionally doing these things. Now, maybe for some of you guys it was intentional, but I'm not really getting it very heavy, right? So maybe a few of the times were intentional, right? Maybe there were a few times though where it wasn't, right? So I'm not going to intentionally just not give you all my energy, but maybe sometimes I am intentionally not giving you my energy, okay? Okay, so talk to me for a second while I fix this deck really quick, collective, okay? Something's off. Something's off. Something's just not... Let me fix this because my camera keeps shaking. I do apologize. Something just feels off. I can't pinpoint it. It's not making sense to me. I know something's off, but again, I don't know what it is, and I don't know why it's off. So there's something here that obviously is unknown with someone who maybe you want resolution with, or wants resolution with you, right? Maybe that's what's unknown here, is the resolution, right? Maybe that's what you're questioning, is there going to be resolution? Right? Are we going to see each other again? Are we going to communicate? You know, are we going to have the chance to see where it can go? Because again, it doesn't feel like it was fully invested in whatever this is. Again, it was scattered. It was a little bit here, a little bit there. And no longer wanting it to be that way, right? No longer wanting it here or there. Like, it's like I want you to either fully invest or not, right? Don't give me this half-ass energy. Like, if you're going to give me some, give it all to me, right? Fully invest here. Don't be, like, don't do it half-ass, right? This feels like a half-ass energy. Okay. Also, too, collective, especially for those of you guys new here, when I channel, I tend to kind of not make sense so much in the beginning. And as the story goes on, as the reading goes on, things start to be clarified and make more sense. I also tend to channel for separation, no communication. That's not always the case, but it typically is. So again, if that's not your cup of tea, yeah, this may not apply, okay? We have the sun coming through, all right. Someone may be dealing with a Leo, but I do feel like, you know, happiness is attained, right? So someone here is craving happiness, is craving to grow, is craving to expand. Craving to expand. This is something that's dead and gone. So wanting to expand with something that's been dead and gone. Okay, so you may be wanting to expand with someone who freed themselves here, right? Maybe someone who told you no. You may be wanting to free yourself, right? Yeah, this was someone who played with your emotions. Someone who was a player, who was in and out. You know, it tends to be that same story over and over again. I don't know if you guys can hear that loud banging, but if you do, I do apologize. Hopefully my microphone doesn't pick it up, but it's pretty loud. So we just moved into a newer home, and we were one of the first houses, but they're making their way around the neighborhood, and now they're coming up in our backyard, right, to finish our section of the neighborhood. So you're hearing the dump trucks dump the sand, okay? Apologies. Since I'm also getting that scattered energy, I'm also getting mood swings. Now, what I can't tell is if those mood swings was reaction or if it was like, you know, the cause. So for some of you guys, it could be that the reason this person was scattered and all over the place is because they had mood swings. For others of you guys, it was their actions that caused mood swings with you. So again, take it, you know, take it how it resonates. Also too, trigger warning a little bit here. I obviously have shadow aspects within my readings, hence that's why it's dark. But there's also romance attached to it. So, you know, hopefully you're getting a dark and romantic energy, but not dark in the concept of what you're thinking. I like to shed light on the dark. So again, that projection is going to come through in some of the readings. But just know that we all can project, right? Nobody's at fault. It's recognizing it and saying, okay, you know what? If I have an issue with someone, that means I really have an issue with myself. Look, my channel is a healing channel, right? I want you to focus on yourself. I want you to be better with the situation. I want you to handle situations better, but I also want, you know, the person that you're interested in, because I truly believe like the law of attraction. We attract, we create, right? Like energy, we like frequency, we vibrate off each other. So again, sorry to kind of go off, but I feel like, you know, someone needs to hear that if you're triggered by something that I say on my channel, that's not my problem, that's yours. And I don't mean that in a rude way. I'm literally saying that it's an issue within you, right? So the issues we have with others are the issues we have with ourselves. It's the hardest thing to do, you know, not just acknowledge, but to actually do it is a whole nother thing, you know? And no one's perfect here. So I am not one to judge, and I do not like judging on my channel. So you will notice if someone says something negative in the comments, it will not even come through, hopefully. Because I do watch those comments and I will delete anything negative that is said to anybody in my comment section, okay? All right, it is what it is. I love you guys. Sorry. Felt like it took a little dark turn there for a minute. You felt that? So yeah, definitely. There's actual darkness to this, whatever this is coming through. So we're going to be looking at what's not seen, what goes bump in the night, what is hidden. So I do feel like this is going to be a darker reading, okay? So trigger warning, let's get this started. Let's cleanse the air. Let's cleanse the energy. I hope all of you guys are having a beautiful day or night, depending on when you find this reading, when this message finds you. Did I lose my lighter? Okay, no, I didn't. Yeah, I only wish for the best, wish for abundance and great things happening. And I hope that you find the love that you deserve, the love. I hope that you realize you deserve the best, right? I encourage you to not entertain things that do not, because we tend to take other people's issues and carry them. And so, of course, my intentions and my hopes are for you to never carry anyone else's burdens, okay? Universe, let's cleanse this energy. Let's get into the next, please. Cleanse your energy, too. All right, my beautiful souls. Let's get into this reading. I'm going to move these decks out of the way. Don't know which one I'm going to start with, but I know we are using these decks. Okay, I was gravitated to use these this week, or at least the beginning of this week. So for some of you guys, something could be happening the beginning of this week, or did happen the beginning of this week. Maybe you found out that someone wants to resolve a problem or an issue they had with you in the early beginning of this week. Okay, or you did, right? Remember that energy, past, present, future. It's all the same. Let's see. All right, we're going with this one first. Universe, what do we have for my collective, please? Again, resolution, healing, learning, all right? As within, so without, because I'm learning, because I'm healing, now I'm attracting, right? Law of attraction. I'm attracting peace, right? Because I'm more balanced, I want peace, because I've realized my challenges and I realized what I need to work on. So now I realize in my exterior, right, I want peace. So there's this exterior piece that's taking place. So a transformation, obviously, because as within, so without, I've transformed. I'm at peace. I'm balanced. I'm healed. I've learned my lessons. I know who I am. I'm peaceful. My soul is at peace. My heart is peaceful. My mind is peaceful. So this beautiful transformation, remember the darkness I was getting with the snake here? I mean, clearly, this person's darkness, or the things that went bump in the night, the things that scared you, the things that you didn't fully know or couldn't understand, or, you know, couldn't see, right? The people you don't see. Maybe you've lost someone here. Maybe, you know, again, you just don't see someone. This person's transforming. Okay, or if not, this person is causing your transformation. It's causing your healing. It's causing your peace, okay, or creating it, so to speak. I do say random words. Sometimes I say things backwards. It just is what it is, okay? I'm not uneducated. I just, my mind thinks way faster than my mouth, okay? All right. Again, this toxicity, there's this transformation to this darkness, this hidden stuff, right? So again, those things that scared you, those things that were a problem, those things that do scare you, that are a problem, there's something new that's coming from it. There's this peace, this healing that comes after, this transformation, this rising phoenix energy where this change, this death and this rebirth takes place. And then comes this new energy, this new opportunity, this new door, this new path, this new journey. I'm also getting this new ritual, right? So doing something daily different from the way you used to do it before. Let's see. Universe, show me this healing. So we have dark feminine energy, okay? This is in specific a dark female, okay? Now, normally sex is non-specific, but I do have a few sex-specific cards, okay? So when that comes through, obviously out of all these cards, it's very, very deliberate, right? So obviously there is a female here. There is a female energy that is not, look, just not in the right power, abusing power. Remember that darkness I was getting, even from the beginning of your reading, there was an urge, a need for me to say, hey, look, there's some shadow aspects here. Trigger warning. This may not be easy. This may not be what you want to hear. This may not be sugarcoating shit. And you know me here on my channel, I will not sugarcoat it. What comes through comes through. I am a clear channel, right, for messages, from source, from raw energy. I don't go through no one else, okay? I just feel like there's someone here that has entertained, who has dealt with this female, who has lied, who has been selfish, who has been, you know, deceiving, sneaky, right? So, and it feels like someone clinging on to this female, okay? I feel like if you're not dealing with this, this is a warning that this person is coming through, okay? This is someone who frustrates you. This is someone who's mishandled you, right? This is someone you're in separation from, okay? Now look, female, okay, my females, my feminine energies out there. If you're like, but wait, hold up, I'm not this dark feminine energy. No, this isn't you then. Again, you know what's yours and what's not. If it's not making sense, it's not yours, or it's just not meant for you in this moment. But for those of you guys, you'll know, right? You're dealing with a feminine, a female that is just selfish and does not give a damn. It's about her and only her, okay? This could be a family member. This could be a friend, okay? But again, it just feels like you have a lot of love for this person. You really want things to be better, but it just feels like all you're getting is toxicity, or maybe you're asking if that's what you're going to get. And I'm getting that, yes, right? There's this toxicity here. There's this frustration with this person. You know, there's this not letting go, right? This energy, this dark feminine energy just really forcing her way. For some of you guys, you may be dealing with someone who has this entity attached to them, right? This dark energy attached to them. It could be the catalyst for wanting healing with you. Okay, so again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This may be a longer reading. It's kind of hard to say. I'm not going to really put a time frame on them anymore. I was trying to do things so that I could do enough and all this, and no, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm just going with what I feel in the moment, and yeah. So as far as what comes next, that's hard to say. We'll just see where it goes, right? But yeah, let's take a look at this piece. You're going to show us this piece. Source, show us this piece, please. We have thief, okay, leaving with someone or something. So yeah, this is feeling like for some of you guys here that you're dealing with someone who is dealing with this kind of person, right? They were tempted by this kind of person, and now they're trying to figure out a way to get out, to get their things and get out, to get their kid and get out, right? For those of you guys where you are dealing with someone like that and they do have a very dark feminine karmic energy attached to them, yeah, look, it's being acknowledged, the toxicity, right? I see you for what you are. Again, I want peace. Like, I don't like the way I feel, right? So again, there's this past energy of someone being lied, deceived, right? Again, just really going through it with this dark female energy, this really toxic, obsessed female energy. Yeah, I just feel like someone's got their claws, their nails, right, so dug into someone that they just can't get away. But it feels like they do, right? It feels like, again, they're leaving and they're taking everything with them. This is the same one who may be surprising you here. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, it feels like if this person comes back, it's going to be out of nowhere. You're not going to expect it because, again, they were supposed to have been with someone, right? And you thought maybe possibly here that everything was going right or going okay with whoever this was. Okay, now we got this male energy coming through. That's just confirmation for me that this is a male energy you're dealing with, or you could be this male energy and you could be dealing with this dark feminine energy, okay? Yeah, look, confirmation, third-party interference. So here we go, right? Already, confirmation. This is a third party, a toxic, dark, karmic attached to your male energy. So this could be you, again, this dark feminine energy, and you wanting to heal something with someone else, find peace, have peace, right? Transform things, begin something new, right? Because of this toxicity. So evidence, proof. What I'm really getting here is that, you know, this masculine saw the truth, is seeing the truth, is moving away from this toxic energy, from this third party, okay? I feel like this is a warning for some of you guys that this male energy is coming your way because of this, right? Again, they've seen the truth, they know what it is, and because of it, they want something new. They want to get out of this. They don't want to be in this energy anymore. They don't want to be dealing with this dark feminine energy. So again, they're taking everything and they're leaving. They're getting the hell out. Yeah. They're like, I ain't doing this. I ain't dealing with this. I know what I want. I know what I deserve. And I deserve good things. I deserve love. I deserve peace. I deserve balance. All right, let's get some overall energy here first so we can take a look at what else needs to be said, what else needs to be heard. Universe, overall energy. Let's get some more, please, when it comes to this reading. Honeymoon. So now we're talking about moving forward. What comes next? And that's this phase with happiness, with love, with celebration, with joy, sharing it, experiencing it, celebrating it, right? So again, I'm getting this freedom attached to it. You see the plane traveling. You see the hearts attached to this plane. I'm coming with, look, I'm coming with a whole lot of emotions here. I'm coming towards you, right? Because I want a new phase. I want to commit. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. It's like slowing down. Okay, now I got like Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, definitely. This is this male energy that's moved on. Right? They're no longer available. Okay, so again, this is confirmation too. If you're dealing with, you know, a masculine that was married to this karmic, this is a dark karmic. This isn't a good person collective. Okay. This is someone who, again, is very selfish, only cares about their self, right? Deceives, lies, takes, right? So I'm taking a lot of money from this male, taking a lot of things from this masculine. That's why this masculine is taking everything and leaving. It's like, bitch, you're going to learn today. Karma served. You sat here and hit me up for my money and sucked my money out of me. And now I'm taking all the money. I'm taking the kids and I am gone, right? So someone has kids here, collective. Okay. We have open your heart. Yeah, again, it's like they're moving on. They're closing the door on the past. They're freeing themselves from the dark karmic. And they're headed your direction with all this love to give. With this desire to experience life, to celebrate life with you. And again, this is someone who possibly and potentially didn't open up in the past. Now fully opening up, saying, man, I love you and I want to show you how much I love you. It's like, and it's like this acknowledgement, like, I know you're happy. I see you. I see all the love you have. I see all the love you have to give. And so here I am wanting to come bring more love into your life. Again, remember law of attraction, attracting love because you are loved. You're loved by yourself. You're loved by universe. You're loved by those around you. And so you're attracting this person who, again, wants to shower you in that love. They're matching you. They're balanced. They're at peace. So they're in harmony. They're in union. They're in connection with you. So what you feel, where you're at in life, what you're doing in life, this person, it's matching the energy. It's saying, I'm in the same energy as you. Okay, this is something that is protected. This is something that is obviously guided. Right? Protected, guided, destined, meant to be. Again, remember in the very beginning when I was getting, for some of you guys, you've lost someone. For some of you guys, the person who has passed away, that person that is dearest to you is guiding you, is protecting you, is protecting your heart, is protecting this person. It's like matchmaking going on, right? I know what you crave and I know what you crave, so we're going to set this up, okay? For some of you guys, you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Doesn't have to be. You may have Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces in your chart, okay? Maybe this person that's passed away that is no longer here, maybe this person was a Cancer sign, okay? Or Cancer, a water sign. Water signs could also be a time frame of season. Obviously, we have Cancer, June 22nd through July 22nd. what did I say? Cancer, Libra. No, okay, now I'm saying Libra. That's not even a water sign, but maybe you're dealing with a Libra. I'm also getting justice, balancing the scales back out. Again, balance, harmony, smarter and wiser when it comes to those emotions, but also more loving, balanced when it comes to those emotions. So giving, not being scattered, but like, you know what I'm saying, finally investing in what's felt, not, you know, no longer hiding those emotions, right? But yeah, my point was Scorpio time frame would be October 23rd, excuse me, through November 21st, again with some communication issues. Okay. And Pisces, February 19th through March 20th. Okay. Water energy, when we speak on water signs, right? Or that water energy itself, right? We have the moon, right? Which influences Cancer. So, you know, those things that are hidden, those things that you hide because you're afraid of, right? Those emotions that aren't exposed or seen, they're felt because they're still there. They're just not seen. So you get what I'm saying? That energy is present, right? Those emotions aren't really fully seen, but they're felt. You know, that Scorpio energy, that Mars energy, that's that divine masculine, that masculine energy, that action-oriented. I just feel like there's a masculine here that is taking action, is doing something about his life. And I also feel like the one he has his eye on, right? This woman he has his eye on, she does it too. She handles her business. She's about that. She's about that life. Like she takes action. She does what she says. But again, I feel like there's tension between this man and this woman. So, this isn't someone who you don't know. This is someone who may have pissed you off, right? Because they created the tension. I'm getting independence, but I'm also getting obviously that Piscean energy, that Jupiter energy. So this is like taking, you know, this man and this woman who are both action oriented and putting them on display to the world. So a love on display, right? Showing, it's like this connection is so powerful that it's changing the world. It's changing the frequency of the world. It's setting the example. It's setting the mold, right? For real love, for true love. Why it's important to be honest and to be balanced and to have balance and to have union. Let's clarify. Clarify. Okay, I don't know why I said that. Someone likes to sing. Somebody likes to make little like tunes with what they say. Okay, someone sings while they talk type thing. Okay. We have Capricorn energy coming through, as well as air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's that Libra I was picking up on. Okay, Libra is ruled by Venus, so definitely a lot of love. It is in the reverse, so it's the absence of love. Okay, so something that there was a lot of love, but it's absent. So again, it feels like there's someone here who really hid their emotions and who said, you know what, I'm going to create things by not tapping into my emotions. So I'm coming from a place of always over-analyzing, over-criticalize, you know, being very critical, right? I was about to say critalist instead of catalyst. Oh, I don't know. Someone's name here could be like Crystal or Kristen or Catalina or, yeah, what's interesting, though, is we already got the energy of the toxicity in reverse, and now we're getting the devil card itself in reversed, right? So the attachment is not, it's not, the attachment with this person, right, that they're moving towards, so whether that's you or your attachment with them, it's good, right? It's not toxic. It's not what it was before, right? Because before, again, I'm going to create from a point or from a standpoint, from a starting point of not being truly in my emotions, so not truly being happy with what it is that I'm creating. So obviously, something wasn't done right. It was done wrong. Remember, there was this mishandling of it. So it never started, it never created. It didn't take off. And it all goes back to the way someone overthought about things, overanalyzed things, was so critical over what they looked like. Okay, again, there's something here about caring what others think, caring what they think, like, too much, right? Again, like overdrive in those overdrive in those thoughts, creating you to be like in overdrive with those emotions, right? Like, I was getting overdrive, like literally overdoing it. So again, you know, depending on which side you were at, whether you were the one that was in your head or in your heart space, both of you guys were in overdrive with it. You get what I'm saying? There's that Mars in Scorpio. So we have, you know, that Emperor energy, that Scorpio energy. So not Aries, but Scorpio. So a lot of water. Again, Scorpios can sting, man. But that's that whole rising phoenix I was picking up on, that transformation, that death and rebirth. There is a death and rebirth here. The Eight of Cups, you know, is known for the person that walked away, okay, or needing to walk away, right? In the typical picture of the Eight of Cups, you've got someone who's looking off to the distance, you know, who's leaving those 8 cups behind, right? They've walked away. But even though they've walked away, there's those 2 cups that they always hold on to, that connection, that union that they always hold on to, even though they're not near it, even though they're afar, even though they've chosen to not accept it, not travel that road, you know, not accept those emotions. You know, it's here. They walked away. They refused. But they always kept a part of you with them, for sure. Right? And so that's why there's this, I've got to return back to what I feel. I've got to the two hearts, the connection, the union. You get what I'm saying? And again, with the 2 hearts, the union, like I'm definitely getting that now it's being seen. It's no longer being refused, right? The toxicity was the way this person thought. Their thoughts weren't right. Therefore, their actions weren't right. Their communication wasn't right. Again, but there's been this death, there's been this rebirth, there's been this huge transformation. Huge transformation. I mean, like, literally, that toxicity there. Look, they were in that toxic energy. Okay, they walked away from you and they attracted that toxic fucking energy, excuse my language. And so now they realize, oh man, I don't want this. This is nothing like what I envision love to be. What I envision love to be, what I experienced that was true love, this is how it felt. It wasn't that toxic BS, right? So now there's the acknowledgement that the reason, again, there's an ending to that. The Devil card's in the reverse. This person no longer thinks in this negative way. Therefore, they will not communicate they will no longer communicate in that bad way. They will no longer be thinking negatively when it comes to how they talk to you or, you know, talking to you. You get what I'm saying? Universe, show me this moving on. We have the King of Cups in the reverse. This is making that decision, choosing between 2. Saying, I choose you. Look at all that fire. I desire you. I want to hold you. I choose me. I choose you. I choose us. The 2, the couple, the union. The Sun card's in reverse because I'm not happy. I'm not happy with the way I handled things, the way I did things, the way I thought about it, the way I said, the way I spoke about it, the things I didn't say. You get what I'm saying? The things I didn't do or the things I did wrong. Sorry, I can barely see. We have the 9 of Swords. the anxiety, sleepless nights, worried about the future, very anxious, Gemini energy, but Mars in Gemini. So again, with that masculine energy, divine masculine kind of energy, that action oriented, that leadership, that stepping up, that doing something, right? Doing something possibly in Gemini season for some of you guys, May 21st through June 21st, okay? Gemini is also ruled by Mercury. This feels like social media, like news, like bringing news. So someone may get communication during Gemini season. For some of you guys, you may just find out something right through the internet in regards to this person. Universe, show me this guardian angel. Show me this water energy. We have the Knight of Swords in the reversed, as well as the Six of Swords in the reversed. It's being grounded by the Two of Pentacles, no longer juggling. You know, again, free will is always here. Do what you want. This is change. This person has changed. It's not the same person they were before. So will it feel the same way? I don't know. I can't tell you that. But what I can tell you is that this person is no longer going to just be here and there. They're going to invest. They're going to be fully committed. They want full commitment. Again, this is Six of Swords in the reverse. Someone who traveled away, who is wanting to travel back towards you, who is traveling back towards you, who is headed in your direction. Knight of Swords in the reversed. You know, in the past, this person would come in really quickly, out of freaking nowhere. That's changing. Yes, this person's still going to come in out of nowhere, but it's not going to move real quick like it did before. There is this pumping the brakes, this, I'm getting a turtle, this slow moving energy. I want to take this slow. I want to savor every moment, every minute, every ounce of you that I can, right? There's this, again, savoring the sweet, wanting to savor the sweet moments, savoring the sweet moments, and that causing this fuel, causing this change, causing this transformation. Again, because what was felt between you two, no one could replicate, no one could imitate, no one could fake. And that's what was seen, and that is that fuel. That is what's driving this person. I've experienced it, I've seen it. No one compares to you. Nothing compares to you. Now I'm hearing that song by, who was it? Nothing Compares, Sinead O'Connor or whatever. If you don't know that song, go look it up. Yeah, definitely getting that happy ending. Okay, collective. Your dreams are coming true if this is what you wish for. Because remember, like I said, that free will's here. You don't have to accept it. But it feels like you're getting an opportunity that you never had with this person. Again, it was like maybe the timing was off. Maybe, you get what I'm saying? Confirmation if you're dealing with a fire sign or even a twin flame. Design, look, transformation, rebirth, renewal. Again, desiring to change things, right? Because I've transformed. I desire my love life. I desire my love partner. I desire to love you. I desire to live my life with you and be happy, right? I desire it very much so. I desire to reconnect, to get another chance, to start over, to have this rebirth, to have this renewal, to be in your arms, to touch you, to hold you, to again savor every moment with you. So the transformation, the desire, it's here. Twin flame confirmation for someone here. Guidance, again, spiritually guided, written in the stars, okay? This is something that's taken a long time, and there's still some more time, but it's almost there. There's way more time that it's been waited on than you're gonna have to wait on. So it feels like this has been a very long journey, a very tedious journey. A lot of time has gone by. Patience. I'm also getting Sagittarius energy, especially with this fire. You could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sag, but heavy Sag energy. That could also be time frame, like I said. Aries, you're looking at March 21st through April 19th. Again, it's ruled by Mars, so heavy with that Mars energy, heavy with that action, changing things, changing the tension, right? No longer mad, no longer in this player energy, no longer no longer fighting, no longer wanting to fight, no longer wanting to be with competition, no longer dealing with competition or entertaining competition. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, and then Leo, we have July 23rd through August 22nd. That's, you know, the ruler is Sun. So Sun energy, expansion, growth, happiness, right? I'm expanding. I want to grow. I want to be happy, right? And then, of course, that Sagittarius energy, that patience, right? November 22nd through December 21st, you know, ruled by Jupiter. Again, wanting to show you off to the world. Wanting the world to see you, wanting the world, again, the world seeing you. The world filling you. It's like, I see you, things have been illuminated, things have been exposed, and now I'm drawn to you. I'm drawn to giving you attention, affection, showing everybody our love, right? So again, it's like changing the frequency of the world. So now is not the time. So again, remember when I said it's almost there, but there's still a little bit more of a wait. This, you know, this connection has been a long time coming, and you've been waiting longer than you have to wait. Okay. So in other words, you've been waiting for a really long time, and you're still going to wait, but not as long as what you've waited for. Okay. Hope that clarifies it there. But yeah, absolutely. This is someone from the past, right? We have reconsider and remember. So this person is remembering you, and they are reconsidering their future with you. Again, they are reconsidering no longer juggling you. They're reconsidering this renewal, this rebirth, right? They're reconsidering what was felt spiritually, intuitively, right? They're reconsidering how their life could be, how their endings could be, and they want happiness, okay? They're remembering you as what brought them happiness. Their intuition, right? They're protected. You know, not only are you protected, this is a given, but this person is protected too. So I do feel like what this person really had to encounter, collective, is the past, because it feels like the reason they made the choices or thought the way they did was because of the history, because of their history, because of their past, because of results of the history or the past. Again, with those emotions, right? Cancer energy again. Moon energy, what was hidden. So again, what they hid emotionally, it was because of the past, something attached from the past. So those ancestral curses, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I feel like the thought of it does bring confusion, because there's a sacrifice. I have to walk away. I have to end to move forward. I have to literally take everything and run. So I know what I have to sacrifice, but I am confused if it will reward me the way I want it to. So this person is traveling your way, but they're afraid that they're going to lose everything. Not only what they choose to walk away from, but there's obviously this fear that you could refuse them, that you could say no, that you may overanalyze, right? Because remember, they're used to overanalyzing. But I do feel like there's communication here. Obviously, we have Mercury grounding the deck. Right, so you guys do have a conversation, you do communicate. This is still someone who, though, they think a lot, for sure, right? We have a lot of air energy. They're definitely in their head a lot. Again, this could also be reversed. It could be you. This person could also put you in your head a lot. Maybe you're the one that's in your head over this communication, like the way what this person says, or if they don't communicate, or how much they communicate. Because remember, it's scattered. So maybe that's your fear. Maybe your fear is that they're not going to communicate, that they're going to be scattered with that communication. But we have communication twice, right? This person is coming to bring you information, to explain something, right? Again, resulting from the fluctuations, right? So the way they were in and out. So they're coming to explain why they were in and out. Because they, look, moon energy, because they have too many emotions. And a lot of their emotions, the way they handled their emotions in the past, it was a reaction to the way they thought, the way they were raised, the way, you get what I'm saying? Their thoughts came from this ancestral cursage. The reason this person thought the way they did and did what they did was because of family, because of the way they were raised. So they're breaking away from that. They're stepping away from that. Yes, they're still a little confused because, again, they're ending, they're getting rid of, they're putting a death to things, and they're scared. We saw the 9 of Swords. They're anxious. They don't know what you're going to say or what the future holds, but they're ending, they're closing this cycle. They're opening the door. It's scary. It's a scary world. This is someone who's vulnerable, who's never been vulnerable before. You're talking about master of egos. Yeah, definitely coming to explain to you why they were in and out and how they feel. So definitely I see reconciliation, recognition, right, for you, for this connection coming soon. So yeah, I do want to dive a little bit deeper. Not really dive deeper, but I want to get a little bit more just to kind of wrap up this ending here for you. Just to really make sure it's making sense and to make sure that all the messages came through. Universe, let's wrap this reading up for the collective. We have waning crescent, so acceptance, allowance, evolution. So yes, right? This person is finally accepting the evolution to move forward, to allow those emotions, right, to be felt, to be expressed, right, to be lived, to be celebrated. We have the direction of south. For some of you guys, this person actually is going to be traveling south or be traveling from the south to come to you. Definitely, again, this is someone who you've been challenged by, but you've held on, okay? And because you've held on, you're being, I mean, look, it's coming, okay? It's been a long time coming at that, too. There's that water energy, again, confirmation for those water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Again, this is someone who's coming to put your mind at ease, to allow those emotions to finally come out, to finally be in their feminine energy, right? To finally feel those emotions and allow those emotions to be communicated. In other words, they're going to be opening their heart to you and you're going to be feeling what this person feels for you. Absolutely. Beautiful way to really wrap up this reading. Let's get one more final card. Green, renewal, prosperity, life. I cannot make it up. Collective, there is a rebirth here with you and this person. This male energy is coming to fulfill every single one of your dreams, which has been, I want this person to finally speak. It's like you've known that this person was holding back and look, you're not expecting it, but it's coming. So with that being said, collective, that is all I have for you guys in this reading. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little while. I will definitely see you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Drop a comment. Let me know how this reading resonated for you, if it did at all. All right. Don't forget to check out Awoke Cosmos in the description box if you want some bath bombs, some lip scrubs, all that good stuff. I got some Christmas stuff coming out, some Christmas boxes. It's going to be very cute. Just in perfect timing for the Christmas, for the holidays. So yeah, definitely check out Awoke Cosmos. That link will be in the description box. Don't forget to go follow me on Facebook and TikTok if you're not. I love you guys. I'll see you next time, fam. Bye.